All right, you beautiful disasters, stop scrolling and listen up. If you haven't liked, followed, and subscribed to every single one of our social media pages and our YouTube channel, then you're missing out on the dumbest, weirdest, and most glorious content this side of the internet. We're building something bigger than a community. We're starting a movement. Welcome to the Cult of the Panther. Our sacred commandment, thou shalt raise hell and praise Dale. If we hit our next follower goal, we're going full unhinged. Javier gets a tattoo of Danny DeVito riding a flamingo. Chad will legally change his middle name to Moist. And I'll personally officiate a wedding between two listeners, whether they know each other or not. So click the buttons, join the cult, become a Panther, or live a boring-ass life full of dried chicken and bad Wi-Fi.
If I lost my way, tell me.
Why are we fucking dudes today? I mean, no.
Because you keep saying crank and you got it in our heads.
Dude, sometimes you gotta crank your motherfucking hog.
Ringing in my head every other time.
I'm gonna put a song on real quick.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. A decent amount of silver and copper coins.
I have a decent amount of silver, frankincense, and myrrh. This song is called Absolutely Cranky My Motherfucking Hog. This is probably one of my favorite bands right now. I fucking love this band so much. It's Bill Murray.
Okay.
You went to go see him a couple times, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times. Yeah, they're going to be at ACL, yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all going?
Hell no.
No.
I'm not a fan of this lineup. I think I would
either.
like to see Sabrina Carpenter.
I actually am more of a fan of this lineup than I was of last year's.
Really?
Yeah.
Who
But-
else? I don't know, man. Like The Strokes. I'd love to see The Strokes.
Yeah, Bill Murray just played at Rockville. Dude, I'm actually...
Time's up.
We should have gone to Rockville.
What do you think about The Strokes?
I like the Strokes.
Yeah, you're stroking this dick, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, I like the stroke.
I like the stroke too. Stroke this hog.
Oh, God. Here we go. You were doing so good. As soon as we were like, let's go live,
Where
he
is
turned
my,
into Javier.
I gotta find my little
Is
app
the-
thing.
Get in here. We got to start the show. We got to start the show.
Oh, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. We have got a hell of a show for you here on episode 197. It's been a little bit since your boys have been back together, but we're here. All three of us are here in the studio together. What? It's been like 2 months, actually.
No, well, it's been 2 months since we've all been.
That's what I just
that's
said.
what he just said.
It's been. Hey, look, it's been 2 months
That's
since we've all
bad.
been together.
2 months since you looked at me.
And,
So-
yes,
Sit back, relax, try to enjoy. Let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier,
I'm Tim.
and we are the
Funky
Funky Panther.
I'm disappointed.
What's up with that? I'm just looking at that brown panther on the couch.
All right, so I have to explain what I...
It should cover up the spot that you made on
really
the table.
should.
Put it on the table. Everyone can see it. It's been a wet spot for fucking months.
It's not actually wet, though.
But it looks wet.
We need to just coat the entire table with it, so then it'll be like a stain or something.
All right, so I had to set the Brown Panther up there to put my phone up there because your boy had to take a proctored exam.
Ooh, yeah.
And
A what?
a prostate exam with my own camera.
Yeah.
No, so I had to do a proctored exam, and I had to put the phone up there because they use Google. They use like a Google Meets thing to watch you take the test.
Oh, okay.
So that way you don't have anything in front of you.
So it wasn't like built into the course. You have to like. Why couldn't you do it on the camera?
No, it has like it's through Google. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could have. Like they said, use your phone and prop it up. So I had to get stuff and get creative.
Creative in order to cheat.
No. So they could watch and make sure I'm not cheating.
So what was creative?
So I had to put the phone over here because they had to look at me on this side.
Okay.
And then the program that I'm using, you can't. It screen records too. So
How'd you do this semester?
Oh,
3 classes? What'd you get?
On my semester, I got 100 in my Homeland Security class. My lowest grade was an 87.
Okay, don't give me actual numbers. A, B's, and C's, dude.
Yeah, so I got a B plus, an A, and an A plus.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
My B
Cool.
plus is my own fault. I want to ask you something, okay?
Okay, I can't wait.
As a college student,
8 inches round.
you've used
And that was the answer he was hoping
8
for,
inches
really.
round and 1 inch long.
That's true.
Old tuna can Hernandez.
Like a Vienna sausage.
Like the-
Shorter, bigger one.
Y'all use Canvas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this professor had all the it was a mini master for one of my classes, and he had all the days lined up with this is due this day, read this, whatever, blah blah blah. And so I'm going off of that. At the very bottom, underneath all of that, he also had these like they weren't tests necessarily, but they were like these bigger like quiz things
Yeah.
going on, and I had to utilize that.
Utilize.
And you had to.
He's in college.
I'm sorry,
He uses big words.
We
now.
had to access that, but I didn't see those because
Okay.
they weren't in the dates. Like,
Yeah, I hate that shit.
yeah, so I missed 2,
Dang.
and those counted for a large sum.
You still got a B. That's great.
Yeah, I got to be because they dropped your lowest grade, and so I just got
Okay.
1 0. Hey, we just got a transcript not available.
Yeah, the hardest part I feel like the most difficult part is what are you doing?
Well, I got a phone call on here, and it just said transcript not available.
You just gonna cut
Yeah.
me right off and get into this
I was
voicemail?
just
Is
gonna
that what
say
you can do?
if this device wasn't set to receive incoming calls, we're gonna set that. Okay,
Can we get phone calls?
that's what I'm trying to set up.
We're setting it up for phone
Oh,
calls.
fuck yeah.
So, get your mom and them and give us a call. 817-677-0408.
We need to have that thing back, the scrolling thing on the bottom.
It has the number on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like, random facts.
Right. Gay facts. Gay
facts.
random facts.
Gay random facts.
No, so like I feel like the most difficult thing when you're taking multiple classes at once is maneuvering through the different kinds of schedules. Like every professor organizes their courses differently, and so you're like one of my professors had like everything in 2-week blocks, which was kind of nice,
Hi, Jordan.
and then the other one had like 1-week blocks. It was a lot.
I'm sure you feel better now that it's over.
Fuck yeah, I'm
Hello.
never doing 3 in a semester again.
We have a caller. We have a caller. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, how are you doing?
How's it going?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
Doing fantastic.
So good.
All right, so I have a question for y'all.
Oh, okay.
Do you or do you not think that Trump has aura?
Has
Now that
aura.
he was impeached once? Yeah. He was impeached once and now he's back. Do you think that people are scared of it or he's just genuinely bad?
Oh man.
I think Javier, this is one for you.
If he's genuinely bad,
Or
Yeah.
people are just scared of him, or does
I
he
don't
have?
think anybody's scared of him. I think he's just.
Because he if he wanted to, he really could wreck the world if he's mad at people that he impeached them first. Or do you think he's just like genuinely bad?
Well, we like to think that there's still checks and balances, but I'm beginning to wonder about that now.
I think
so
the whole impeachment shit is just kind of like show. It's like theater.
Yeah, impeachment's not even a real thing.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that they
I
say.
like peaches, but I'm not going to go throw peaches at a president.
I always say impeach this dick,
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
but you know,
Who's on?
who's
are we
on the
talking
line?
to?
Who's on the line?
My name is Maddox.
Maddox. Okay.
All right. How did you hear about the Funky Panther, Maddox?
I have a part-time hobby just to talk to people because I'd be bored. So
Okay.
Hey, you got another
so I
question?
like to
This is fucking funny.
You give us another question,
you're probably
non-political
gonna-
related, maybe.
yeah, you're probably gonna see me a lot because I just have a part-time hobby just doing call-in shows.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Do you have one? Give us one more question that's not political in nature.
Okay, so do you think Eminem is washed or no? The rapper, you think he's bad?
Well, let me ask
He's
first. Can I ask how old are you?
All right, I'm 17.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that it's a difference in generation. I think like us being in our late 30s, like we see Eminem like how we did when we were his age. Maddox, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
But I think it's a different feeling. Like kids now, they grew up with like different types of hip hop and rap. Like versus us, we grew up with like M and Nate Dogg and Cube and all those motherfuckers. I think he's lost a step, but it's still Eminem. I mean,
I still think he's like one of the greatest of our generation.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the greatest rappers of our generation. But are there other people that are just as successful and just as good in their own way? Yeah, I think in that I think you still have to pay your respect to Eminem. Like if you're coming up in the rap game right now, just like I still think you have to pay your respect to the People's Champ Paul Wall.
Yeah, of course.
If you're from, especially if you're from Texas, the Houston area, you got to pay your respect to Paul. But I mean, they're all good in their own way. And again, I think Eminem's maybe not as relevant now.
Not anymore, but he's still one of the greatest of all time. I mean, if you had like a Mount Rushmore of rappers, I feel like not even just white rappers, I feel like he's got to be up there, you know? Like, I don't know. He paved the way for so many people, and even if he's not really doing the thing now, he did it for so long, so well. Like, it's hard to say that he wasn't.
He's still good at clapping back.
Oh, yeah.
Clapping
Yeah.
them cheeks.
I
But
think
he's
one
not
of the best.
great at growing facial hair, though. It looks like it was just
Like painted on?
painted on. Or someone put fuzz and glued it to his face. So, you know.
So who's y'all's Eminem then? Like with comparing like that type of, lyricist. Like who's y'all's?
Yeah, Maddox, who is your Eminem of your generation?
So, I mean, I don't really have a set person that I listen to. I mean, I like Eminem because of how he's able to overcome, like I said, the rap game, of how he is just one of the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah, but I mean,
The
if you
way
were
he
gonna
can-
pick one artist from like coming up that you grew up listening to that was not from our generation but from your generation, who are you putting on that pedestal?
Yeah, who's one of the number one?
Honestly, it's hard to say because I do listen. I don't really listen to my generation stuff. I listen to.
So you got good parents.
old-
Got it. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Maddox, thanks for calling in. We're gonna go cut you off though.
Appreciate you.
Feel free to call in, leave us a voicemail anytime, day or night. We'll be happy to hear from
We'll
you.
play it on the show.
Just day will work.
All right.
Bye. All right.
This is going to be interesting because this is the first time we've ever just randomly done that. Okay,
How'd that happen?
I don't. So we did post it on the YouTube channel. So we do have it on
Yeah,
YouTube. If someone's finding us on YouTube, we've got the phone number there.
Oh, fuck yeah.
817-677-0408. We also have it on our social media.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about it quite a bit, but I mean, I would assume probably because of the YouTube.
That's awesome. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so where were we? We were talking about y'all's schooling.
Yeah. Okay, so you're right. How every professor has a different. There's no standardized.
Right.
And that drives me nuts.
It makes it difficult to like stay organized as a student because you're constantly having all these due dates.
Dude, I fucking killed my paper though for my Homeland Security class.
I thought he was going to say I killed my parents.
I wouldn't say killing in a Homeland Security class though. That's probably
I destroyed my paper, man.
I
It was-
shoe bombed that fucking paper.
Dude,
in
it
the
was so. No, I did really good.
You're on the list now, Chad. I hope you know.
I had to do it was like something like the 30,
Shoe
almost a
bomb,
30-page,
fucking-
almost a 30-page research paper.
Holy shit, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty big, man.
Whose dick did you suck to not write that paper?
No, I wrote it, but I'm going to tell you the biggest hack is regurgitating previous papers,
Regurgitating
But-
semen.
but utilize it not in the sense of like
Into a
rewriting it
bubble.
to make it seem like it's a new paper,
Right, use it as a.
but I've already done all this research on
Yeah.
this topic, and now I can just take that research that I already have and spin it for this, course. And so that made it a whole lot easier. But yeah, almost 30 pages, dude.
That's
Let me ask
insane.
you this: how much ChatGPT have you used in your class? And I just want a simple answer. I don't need the like
I use
how
it.
or why.
I use it probably on everything.
Okay.
Like I'm using the deep research now. Have you used any of the deep search and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
So, I have not used it specifically to like obviously write my paper because, they're going to find that.
Oh,
right? They've
it's
got all the trackers and everything like that.
Well, the trackers,
Whatever. So
Yeah.
they can figure it out somewhat.
Sure.
Right. However, I like the fact that I can talk about load in my book, load in all my different things. And I drive an hour and a half to and from work each day. I can just have a conversation with ChatGPT while I'm driving, learning more about what it is, but not like from my professor, from something that actually knows how I want to learn and answers my questions.
See, I've never
as
thought
I'm
about
driving.
like asking it and just having it talk back to me.
Do you have your phone set up instead of Siri searching for like the web, for it to search through ChatGPT?
Let's be real. Money's cool, but you know what's better? Beer. We're not out here begging for donations like some PBS pledge drive. Nah. We want beer, tacos, gas station scratch-offs, vintage porn mags, a sack of potatoes, anything that can be used as currency in the post-apocalypse. And in exchange, Javier will do deranged things, like shotgun a Four Loko while riding a child's tricycle through traffic. He'll get a tattoo of your grandma's face on his ass. Eat a gas station sushi roll and live stream the aftermath? So hit us up. Send us your brews, your treasures, your weird barter offerings, and we'll repay you in chaos, content, and unholy acts that may or may not be legally binding. Welcome to the cult of the Panther. Barter is sacred. Dignity is optional.
It has. I don't know if I've set that up. No, I don't
Because
know.
it'll ask me like how do I want to get my response.
Do you want to get this from ChatGPT?
Yeah.
I feel like it's not a good handoff, though. Have you noticed that's a good handoff for you or no?
A good hand job, yes, but not hand.
Good hand jobs are hard to come by.
Jesus.
All right, so are we going to go around the horn and talk about like what we've been up to?
Yeah, let me go
or-
first. So I'm wearing my Manchester United jersey. We got the Europa League final tomorrow. Lance's team won everything. They won the Premier League. So cheers to Liverpool and cheers to Lance. But there's been a lot of Manchester United's had their worst year in history. So I'm really excited about this Europa League final. If we're going against Tottenham, it's an all English final. If we win, we go to the Champions League. If we don't, it sucks. We're going to lose players out of the transfer window. But other than that, we've been binging King of the Hill. We finished The Pit. Pit was fucking amazing. Great fucking
Man, I'm
show.
so glad. I'm so glad you finished that. Have you watched?
I
it?
haven't even.
God damn it,
I
watch
haven't
it.
even
Watch
started
it
yet.
this week and we'll
Report
discuss
back.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
What else? Ben, I can't really think of any. I was put on antidepressants and anti-anxiety pills.
I mean, you can fly again.
I can fly again. I'm trying to get Adderall, like for good reason. Like I'm not doing this to just fucking have it. I need it. And I got my sleep study done. I'm pretty much doing all this for my mom. My mom is like, I can't sleep at night because I think you're gonna die soon, and I want you to get better. So I'm doing this. I'm doing a sleep study, getting my shit checked out, getting my cholesterol checked out. I am gonna get an MRI next month, and then soon surgery to fix my hernia and whatever
Look
else.
at you
is
taking
fucked up.
care of yourself.
I
Finally.
mean, I'm 39 years old. I mean, I don't know what. Look at this gray fucking skunk patch.
which means 5 years of not taking care of yourself.
Indeed is
At the
terrible.
least.
But I'll tell you what, though, I've lost about like 15 pounds from not eating because I stopped eating more than I normally would. And I mean, it's
Most people get on antidepressants to just put on the weight.
Yeah,
though.
and I told my doctor that. And then Tammy's like, "Oh, I need to go with you to the doctor because I need to tell him everything else." I'm like, "Oh my god, okay." I'm kidding. She's probably watching, but no, that's
I'm joking.
But I'm trying to think of what else. We had the NFL draft. I don't need to talk about this on the other show. But no, it's been a busy month because of all the goddamn hail.
Yeah.
So I'm like having to write up a bunch of shit and order a bunch of shit. We got Soto's car in the shop. We're doing a little bit of he got into an accident.
Uh-oh.
And so the other person's insurance is paying for his rental because he doesn't have rental.
Yeah.
And while we're sapping that, we're doing the hail also. So we're double dipping.
Hell
and
yeah.
the insurance company doesn't know. And I'm
Hey, allegedly.
allegedly I'm committing insurance fraud, but allegedly I'm not. I'm making money. So I'm making the shop money. I'm not making money. The block is going to get sold, and my dad just... No, I can't talk about that. All right, but that's... Oh, I'm pretty much going to, when he retires, run the shop on my own, so it's going to be...
Hell
He
yeah.
told me this week, so it's going to be fun.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Hopefully he still believes in me.
I believe in you.
He doesn't believe. Actually, he told my sister when she was in town that he was proud of her, and I was like, "Fuck you!" I told her. I was like, Fuck
Daddy's
you.
never said that to
He's never.
me.
That's exactly what I said. Yes.
He's not supposed to say it to the men in the family.
Well, maybe I'd like to hear it sometime. I hear from my mom all the time. I love you, Mom, but not my dad. He doesn't say, "Oh, son, I'm proud of you and I love you."
We're proud of you,
Okay.
and we love you.
Fuck.
Who is that calling in? Is that Javier's dad?
It is Javier's dad.
Papi! No, but also my sister's graduating next week, so
Actually, he left a message. He said, "Stupid pendejo."
he did probably, but he'd probably say it in English like "stupid idiot" because he doesn't speak Spanish to me. But my sister graduates from high school next week. She's going to Texas Tech, so guns up, I guess.
Do you think it's because he knows he thinks that you don't understand it?
I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. It's weird.
Do you speak Spanish to him?
No, we don't. Like, if I speak Spanish to somebody and he will speak to them, and then he'll look at me and speak to me in English, and I'm like,
I think you should start speaking to him in Spanish and
Hell
just see what
no.
happens. No. Just as a social experiment.
it's like the last time I told him I love him. Like, I was like, "I love you, Dad," and he's like, all right, I'll talk to you later. And I'm like, fucking shit.
Wow.
Thanks,
He just
Dad.
doesn't understand.
Thank you.
That's great.
Generational trauma.
All right, Chad.
I'm kidding.
What have you been up to?
Chad was on a trip.
Yeah.
Oh, what, you came back since? Did y'all talk about?
We
it
didn't
on the-
talk about China much.
No.
We did briefly, but we had Ben C on, so like we
Yeah.
talked about him. You know,
Yeah.
That's right.
that was a fun episode. Even though
a
you
good
weren't here,
episode.
he
I'm
did a
sorry.
pretty good job filling in for you, though. Just like
I thought he did great.
Good.
just like Kevin did a really good job filling in for me.
Bro,
I thought he did
fantastic.
great.
I ran
Amazing.
into him at QT, and I was like, "Great job, man." But yeah, so I did go to China, and I'm glad that you brought that up because I did bring stuff back. Are you familiar with Goods of Desire?
You mean like hand jobs?
No.
Yeah.
Like rubbing
The
tugs?
brand.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, so there's a hype brand in Hong Kong called GOD or Goods of Desire, and they got all sorts of like Hong Kong type of like
I
street
think it's
signs
pronounced
and
Hong Kong.
like Happy Cat or like the Lucky Cats, except
Yeah.
for they're flipping you off.
Oh.
I bought one.
Labubu is a China-based company, right?
I don't know. So I got you both GOD chopsticks.
I like chopsticks.
Oh.
And then
Actually pretty
Jesus
good
and
then.
Crystal gave us a little box of Chinese snacks to try out if we wanted to.
very good.
So
I love
I don't know
Chinese
what they
snacks.
are, but
Okay.
there's stuff. But yeah, that trip was fantastic. I mean,
Got
I
any
don't.
donkey in there?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's plenty of donkey in
Hey,
there.
you know what I like about summertime? They come back home.
Yeah, they'll be back in just a few weeks.
Cool.
Christy
or a
said
month,
you were
right
too
at a
quick,
month.
tuna can. I love it whenever people join in and call people tuna can. Yep, that's great.
So I did finish up my semester as well. Took 3 classes. That means I'm a quarter way done with my master's.
A quarter?
A quarter. Yeah, it's only 12 classes.
Which is
so.
this is why several weeks ago we chose not to come on because we both had kind of
Finals.
final stuff
Yeah.
and trying to finish things up with
Come
that.
on your face.
And that was a hell week, man. Like it's like both of my classes were also proctored exams, and so which it is what it is. They probably should be, but like it just makes it a little bit more difficult.
There's a little bit more stress behind it
Yeah,
too,
there
like
is.
because you feel like I've got somebody watching me. And
Yeah, because now it's like they've got AI on the cameras. You have mentioned this before, where like
Yeah.
if you look away, like it'll like flag you and stuff like that. And so luckily, like I had no issues. I got all A's, and so that was a good first semester anyway. And then both of my parents decide that they're going to get knee surgery at the same fucking time. So my mom had knee surgery just a month ago, and then my dad had it 2 weeks ago. And so they were staggered, but like, who's going to take care of them when they're both down and out? Their sons. And
mainly your brother.
But no, sir. He's been taking care of the dogs. I've been there taking care of them.
Eric is home?
No,
Andrew.
the other brother.
Oh, Andrew.
So, but no, it's been great. They're both feeling a lot better. They're actually like driving around and like, you know how it is like when you're stuck in the house for just a few days. They've been doing it for 4 weeks.
I mean, I
you know,
get
like-
it, man. Like, that's too much jerking off.
Honestly, I could stay in the house for 4 weeks.
Like, well, they're not like you.
I know.
And so, they're a little depressed and upset because they can't do anything, and I feel it. And we actually went to Gusto's on Saturday, and it was just like they were whole new people, right? They're hobbling around like Humpty Dumpty over here, and we, they're good.
Well, I hear it's best to go ahead and start walking and try
They
to
have
get
you
that
walk
moving.
day one, dude.
They do. They do.
They have been walking every single day since the surgery.
Yeah.
Like they weren't even like coherent, and they had to walk. It's wild. So yeah, that and finals, and yeah, it's been pretty wild, but it's been fun. It's been good. I went to Houston. I went to Collecticon.
Oh, how was that?
It was fun. It was a good time. We
How many stinky people? Didn't notice?
like the nerds.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying like how many people did you like? Whoa, like you smelled?
Like the
that's-
nerds.
Well, because cons.
Because cons typically bring out the unbathed.
Okay, that's what I was. Yeah, because the Collecticon's like a nerdy thing. I thought you meant just in Houston in general.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Fish smelling all day, everywhere, baby.
No, I mean there was a couple smellies.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, good lord.
I think Sarah she even pointed them out. She's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "That's just where we are."
Not as smelly as San
that's the thing.
Antonio.
That's just the odor.
But it was fun. MetaZoo launched a new thing, and so I got to like get some stuff there. And then who was it?
But not
the guy we saw in Dallas at that DJ event that one time. Waka Flocka. He was there.
Waka Flocka Flame?
Yeah, Waka Flocka was there doing. He has a Charizard song.
Yeah. I saw that post. I saw that post.
And then of course the guy from the Pokemon singing song. He apparently has
catch 'em all.
He's done like 40 or 50 different jingles. Like he was like knocking them all out. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's got quite the fucking resume.
I was the Trojan Man. I was the fucking mini cookie guy. Like
but no,
the
like
midget man.
he apparently had been killing it in like the 90s, early 2000s because all of the jingles from the commercials that you remember, like I guarantee you, he was about like 25 to 50% of them, which is quite a bit. Because back in the day, jingles were all.
That's kind of like what's that guy who did he did the Caddyshack theme and
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins. Like he was in like if you liked a song in a movie, it was
Yeah.
probably Kenny Loggins.
Bro, Top Gun.
Yeah.
Like the heat is on. No, what else? Did he do the Sock 'em Bopper jingle? Did he do the Skip It? Remember the Skip It jingle?
I actually think he did do Skip It.
Really?
Yeah, but was it Skip It or Bop It?
No.
He might have done Bop It.
Skip It was
Skip It had a song, but
No, I
Bop,
know.
Skip It.
but Bop It really didn't. It was like
It had a song.
bop it, twist it, pull it.
Sounds like
It
they're
was
talking
It
literally
was definitely him.
it was literally like my go-to like, oh, that's how I'm supposed to do it.
Here
Yeah.
lately, I'm reading the,
Sex?
the
Yes.
group
Yeah,
text.
hit it. Bop
The
it.
group
Twist
chat.
it.
San Antonio smells like tacos, not onions, and Comino pits.
No kid.
No, I was telling Tammy the other night, it smells like Mexico over here because, it's like people like cooking out.
Yeah, yeah.
And at night, that's how Mexico smells. So, I love it.
This episode is sponsored by Methatorin Extreme because sleep is for the weak. Ever wished you could outrun your own thoughts? Need an energy boost that makes Adderall look like baby aspirin and meth seem like a casual hobby? Then you need Methatorin Extreme, the only energy drink packed with the raw intensity of pharmaceutical-grade stimulants and the untamed virility of an angry bull in mating season. 1,200 milligrams of caffeine because the FDA can't tell us what to do. Super concentrated taurine harvested from bulls that never lost a fight. Formulated in a lab, banned in 3 countries, praised in underground fight clubs, may or may not be flammable. One sip of Methatorin Extreme, and you'll be grinding your teeth like a Vegas poker addict, while unlocking the ability to hear colors and bench press your own insecurities. Studies show that after drinking just 1 can, test subjects ran to work on foot and called their exes with perfect clarity about why it didn't work out. Methatorin Extreme. It's not a drink, it's a lifestyle regret. Use promo code BovineCrank at checkout for a free ride to the pawn shop because, trust us, you're going to want to sell some stolen power tools after just 1 sip. Disclaimer, this is not a real ad, and Methatorin Extreme is not a real product, but we wish it was. If your brand likes marketing on the edge of insanity, hit us up. We're down for anything.
No, you're good. We had a lot of really good food. We went to Truth Barbecue. We had really good cocktails and drinks and stuff like that.
You went to the Nickel City over there?
Yeah, Nickel City. We went to go see Fern because he opened that
you're
one down
right.
there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he had already left. Like he opened that one down there, and then he already like moved on to another bar. So hit him up and went over to that bar and kind of hung out with him for a little bit. That was fun. But we had a great time. Tons of good food. Like it was more food and alcohol that weekend than any. We had Trill Burger.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. Trill Burger was way better than I expected. And then we tried to go to Eighth Wonder Brewing, but they were shut down for an event. I still want to go to the brewery. But I guess that's about it. I feel like there was something I want to tell you guys, but I guess not. I guess that's it. Something new that I wanted to tell you guys. No. All right, Tim. What about you?
Well, we discussed about the school aspect, so finished that up, but I'm still in my my advanced school for work, and I'm just plowing through that right now. That was the proctored exam, was that one?
Yeah.
Just going through that and trying to knock that out. Outside of that, I haven't really had a whole lot going on. I think we mentioned in one of the last episodes that we did go see Disturbed and sat in the box seat.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Got to see
Yeah,
got to
good.
see Daughtry as well, which was
Just up there with Disturbed.
yeah, that was unique.
What does he sing? Dick of a Sailor?
Yes, more like lips of an angel.
Yes.
More like
Oh,
Dick of a Sailor.
close.
Yeah.
Close.
I don't think that's Daughtry though.
It's not. It's Hinder. It's Hinder, right? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
that
anyways,
was bad.
Yeah.
one of our old high school friends, Christy, used to be Baloo.
Oh, yes, yes.
She tagged me in a post and asked, like, was this a fever dream? Because one of our first concerts that her and myself and Darren went to at a young age was a Union Underground concert
Oh, wow.
at the Bronco Bowl. And the Union Underground is doing their it's like the 20th something anniversary of their debut album. And The Sickness, so the other for Disturbed, that was the 20th or 25th anniversary or something like that. This one's a 20, and it makes me feel so fucking old, dude.
Have you noticed that, like, all these tours from these old bands, they're doing their 20th or 25th anniversary, like, shows?
You know why? Because kids can't afford concerts because they're too fucking expensive. The only people that can afford concerts are us.
Yes.
And so they have to go back to the drawing board and like, we need to bring them their music.
Let's talk about that for just a second. All right. Jessie loves Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Like, loves the band. All right.
Me too.
So for her birthday, I got us tickets to Nine Inch Nails. We got floor seats at Dickies. All right. I had to get them on the secondhand market because they sold out.
You fool.
They sold out before, whenever they first really, immediately that day.
Right.
Like that morning, within like the first 30 minutes, sold out. And I've been watching them and watching them and watching them, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to risk it.
Just pull the trigger.
I just pulled the trigger and got us floor seats.
So I did the same thing for Benson Boone. Like, y'all know Benson
Oh,
Boone?
fuck yeah. We saw him at ACL.
saw him at ACL, yeah.
I'm sure that performance was amazing. He's so good.
It was okay.
So it reminds me of like a...
the crowd pissed me off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
he was on SNL this past week or the week before. 2 weeks ago. But he kind of reminds me of Queen.
so
with the mustache and the dress and the dancing.
He had Brian May's cut out at Coachella.
But no.
He performed with them, and then like weekend 2, he was like, Brian couldn't be here, so we brought a cutout.
Yeah, so the guitarist from Queen played with him. And
No way.
Yeah, at Coachella weekend 1. And because that whole reason,
He's a showman, just like
just like Freddie, and he sounded great, and he did the song. It was
We Are the Champions.
Yeah, We Are the Champions.
Wow,
it was amazing.
And he's got a range. Yeah, so he has tickets that went on sale. I want to say last week for September. And how many seats do you think are in Dickies?
25,000.
25,000.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I was waiting on Ticketmaster because you can wait in like the waiting room 10 minutes ahead. I was on there an hour ahead. 10 minutes ahead, I'm added to the waiting room. I'm working, so I'm not even looking. I look over. I am 38,000th in line to get tickets for fucking Benson Boone.
And
I was 10 minutes. I was more than 10 minutes.
And they're all
early for
bots.
this. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can you imagine? Like, so if people get 2 tickets apiece, that means that there's only 12,000 buyers. People are getting 4 fucking tickets apiece, which means you've only got like 7,000 actual purchasing tickets. You know what I mean? And they were gone.
So how do you fix this?
Upset.
I've got an idea.
They had legislation that was trying to pass.
Yeah, they're trying to pass some
from the
stuff.
Obama administration.
Well, it just happened again. Like they went through basically a congressional hearing with the big ticket companies. Live Nation was one that was involved with it as well. But how would you fix this problem? Because I have an idea.
Gladiator fight.
That's pretty good.
I mean, like everything else, you have to have like a ticket maximum, right? I think that you should have a ticket maximum.
Okay, but
right?
but if you got 38,000 bots,
right? Even that, right? You're exactly right. I mean, I think that would help. Obviously, it's not going to fix the whole thing. I don't know. What's your thought?
we stopped selling them online, and you have to go to JCPenney's like you used to.
So, like, have you ever
Or the
gone? No,
fucking
it was
box
Dillard's.
office.
Yeah,
it was
or
Dillard's.
Dillard's. You have to go to a authorized Ticketmaster location.
Shit, I
stand in
remember
fucking
that.
line and buy them. That's the
Dude, you could buy them in like an Albertsons or a Kroger. Which
Yeah.
one was it? I remember going to an Albertsons.
I feel like it was Albertsons.
And buying. I completely forgot about that whole memory until just now. I went to an Albertsons.
Yeah.
To buy concert tickets. I want to say it was for Edgefest.
But
Was that what year was that?
That was like 2003.
But that's the only, to me, that's the only way that you can fix it, because there's always going to, it's the same thing with like playing video games online. There's always going to be some exploit that somebody's going to find to cheat, right? Cheat the system. And
you're still
that
going to
is-
have lines, but at least you're limiting it to zip code or like area.
And you physically
Because
have to be there.
Bots are like buying it for Benson Boone across the U.S. He launched all of his tickets, and I guarantee you bots were like buying up all the tickets across the U.S. and then immediately putting them on sale. It doesn't matter where you are when you're online, right?
So Metallica got in trouble because they were
Buying and selling.
Yeah, they got pissed off about the whole Napster thing. Well, I guess they were recouping their lost money, and so they would buy and then resell on
That's
the
just
on the
as
same
bad as
hand.
Napster,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
They can't. Well, that's if they do that with shoes, you're backdooring shoes, but they're reselling for the higher price.
Yeah.
Like Mannery with Jordans, they were in like it's federal crime. They're being prosecuted for like upcharging for their shoes,
Right.
and so it's not right.
Pokemon cards are huge again.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
they're
Like
It's
going,
fucking
I was like,
crazy.
"What the fuck?" Like I was going by Albertsons the other day, and GameStop had a line out the door, and I was like, "I wonder what that's about." And it's like they were selling Pokemon cards that day or something like that. It's getting crazy, but yeah, I don't know.
So-
I didn't have to pay. I did go to a concert last week or the week before, and I didn't have to pay a premium.
That's nice.
It was awesome.
Who'd you go see?
Bone Thugs, my
Oh yeah, Bone Thugs. Okay, yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
It was awesome.
So I want to talk about my most recent concert experience as well, but
for
I
it.
do want to say that if you notice my shirt that I'm wearing, I've got where is it? Over here on this side. I have the Maltese cross there. I am part of the union now with the local 440, which is part of the Fort Worth Fire Department, because I got sworn in. I am now a single role,
Yeah.
because that's what they're calling a single role firefighter.
So the single role is not firefighting.
Exactly. Exactly.
So stupid.
It's wild, but yeah. So that is my official title is a single role firefighter with the city of Fort Worth now, which is
That's wild.
it is wild. All right. So again, the local 440. Shout out to those guys because they bought a bunch of tickets for the Jelly Roll concert, Jelly Roll and Friends at Billy Bob's. I've only been to a handful of concerts at Billy Bob's. I don't really care for it.
Yeah.
I don't like the setup, but they had the entire floor. There was no tables on the floor. So it was only the outer perimeter had tables. We had pit tickets. I've never been in a show that was not a metal show with a mosh pit where I am shoulder to shoulder and can't move my arms.
Yeah.
Except for over there. Like we were real close.
Dude, Fort Worth's
Couldn't
got a
move.
ton of Jelly Roll fans,
Yeah.
man.
All right. So Jelly Roll, he's talented. It's his stuff right now. Like I liked his hip hop, but he's really not for me now.
Yeah,
it's not my thing. He brought out Lainey Wilson, which I'm a little upset because Lainey, like I think she went on Ozempic or something.
Bring the butt back.
Yeah.
Bring the butt
It's
back.
not as amazing as what she's very talented though. There was an artist, and I wish I could remember her name because I wanted to play her for us to get your take on it and tell me if is this hip hop or is this country?
Okay.
So that's how like a lot of the show was people with like the little twang in their voice,
Yeah.
rapping over country music, basically. And I'm like, this is not country, and this is not hip. But that's Nashville country.
Yeah.
Again, not really my thing. But Post Malone came out. Ooh. And in true Posty fashion,
Yeah.
dude, after he did it, he did one song with him, and then he hopped down into the crowd. I was not close enough to shake his hand, but he said hi to as many people as he could, signed things before he got back off on the stage and left.
That's awesome.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think Post Malone is probably one of the greatest, not artist. I think he's talented, and people get mad because they think he's a culture vulture or whatever. But I think he is one of the most genuine, caring individuals when it comes to music. There's only one other person that I will say is like that I know and I've met personally.
Bono.
And that's, Chef Bonnell is great.
Bono. I
Oh,
said
Bono. I was
Bono.
like, they said Bono.
I know how much you love Bono.
I fucking hate Bono. No, Jarrett Reddick of Bowling for Soup and the Jarrett Reddick band.
Yeah.
He is a genuine, like, if you see him out in the wild, you go up and talk to him, he's going to take the time to actually talk to you, shake your hand, and he seems like he genuinely cares about you as a person.
Yeah.
So, great individual. I enjoyed that aspect of the show. I don't like the people. I'm going to tell you.
The country people?
I guess. I don't know if it's just like the Billy Bob's crowd or whatever. I don't know what it is. But one of my friends was walking to the bathroom and some guys tried to fight him.
Yeah.
Like he's literally just trying to make his way through the crowd to go to the bathroom. Wasn't provoking anything. Wasn't stepping on people's feet. Was just trying to get there. And they tried to pick a fight with him. And this he's a short little fella. Like there's no reason to pick on the short guy.
A single use fireman?
No.
Oh,
He's actually he's a dual role firefighter.
Whoa.
Not with Fort Worth though.
Okay.
With another place. But yeah, like why he's just trying to go to the bathroom. That's all. So why start a fight?
Because you get a bunch of drunk rednecks together, Timothy, and someone's going to want to fight somebody. That's just the way that it is.
Yeah, Hervey, I do remember when she had that back bumper, and it's not there anymore. That's the thing, is it's just not there at all. But yeah, like what's his face? Co-Wetzel came out.
Oh, yeah.
So afterwards, they all went to Co-Wetzel Riot
Of course,
Room.
yeah.
And
Which they
partied
did that
up.
before, I want to say. Like last time, Post Malone, I think whenever he was at AT&T Stadium, they hung out at the Co-Wetzel's bar for a little bit. But
yeah, and then still on these artist things and like genuine people, right? So I was listening to a guy who was talking about he drove down to Hillsborough to go to this like little festival thing. It was free, and Paul Wall was headlining it. And they got out there and they were like, it didn't seem like it was going to be that much or whatever. There wasn't like this huge crowd.
Yeah.
But Paul got up there. Paul Wall's up there smiling like he always does and just giving one of the best shows of what he said. And I think, and I haven't had the opportunity to meet him yet, but I think he's also one of those genuine, actual for the people. I mean, he's the people's champ.
Right.
And I like that about some of these, those types of artists.
So let me ask you something. Do you only like white musicians?
No.
It sounds like you're a big fan of white musicians.
I do like white musicians, but I think I like any musician that is going to be nice, friendly, and want to actually be around their people.
That was a good answer. I was hoping you'd like flail a little bit.
No. I imagine that that Donald Glover is probably pretty friendly.
I don't know that he is.
I don't know.
I think he might have been back in the day.
Maybe not
I
so
think
much anymore.
I don't know. I get the vibes that he's done with people, but I could be wrong.
but most people are done with people,
Right,
at
yeah,
this
I get
point
it.
in life.
So I went to the Bone Thugs concert a couple of weeks, I think I want to say it was last week, and I didn't go there initially to see Bone Thugs, although what a treat. But Jay Diggs was performing, and so got to see him. He opened up. And he had like a full band. He killed it.
Oh, he had a full band.
Yeah, he did
Okay.
like a full band. They're out of like College Station or something like
Yeah,
that, like a house band. And so the music, like it was a good fucking show. Like he put on a really good performance.
Good for Jay.
I mean, we've all seen him. We saw him at whenever he was with Ernie over there at what was it back? before it changed over the next to Down and Out.
Cicada.
Yes, before,
It used to be Mass.
yeah, Mass, right? So he performed at Mass with It's Ernie, and that was a great show. But dudes, there's something different when you got the full band behind you, the house band. It was cool.
Yeah.
Talking about the Bone Thugs concert I went to last week.
Oh, at a Haltom
Welcome-
Theater?
Yeah, welcome back to the show.
It was actually, sorry, it was a work call.
What'd you think about Haltom Theater?
So I'd never been. It is. It reminds me like a mix between the Bungalow and Ridgely Theater.
Yeah. It's like a rundown Ridgely.
Yeah.
I've never
It's a
been
shithole,
into
but
the.
I liked it a lot.
I've never been in the main room. I've only been in that side,
room.
where-
I've been in the main room a few times, and it's just like a.
It was packed out, man. So J Diggs opened up, and then XB Valentine was
XB
the
was
middle.
there?
Oh, cool.
And then obviously Bone Thugs closed it out, and it was so much fun. And we saw a couple of people that we knew. Ran into Smooth Vega, of course. I think he was the one that put it all on.
Yeah.
So hell of a show. That was fun. But that was one I didn't have to pay a premium for. Lucky enough, but it was a good time.
We're back to the ticket conversation. Did you talk about how we got tickets to go see Jay-Z?
No,
cheap.
that's a good story.
But we went up to we were online checking to see if we can find it on StubHub, and we were like, man, let's wait until the show's about to start. And it was getting a little cheaper, and then as soon as showtime happened, it disappeared.
Right.
And so we were already more than halfway to Dallas. And at this point, we're like, dude, let's just go over there. Let's go to the box office. If we find tickets,
We'll find
whatever.
tickets.
we
We're in
find
Dallas.
tickets.
We're already there.
So I get out, we get the tickets. I'm like, I want your most expensive seats. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. Well, there are better seats for lesser money if you want to get those.
Yeah, I think we paid like $80 for the best seats they had available, and the ones on StubHub were like about the same price, and they were like fucking nosebleed shitty
Yeah.
seats.
So it's always better to go to the box office to get those.
What's wild though is back in the day when you think about StubHub and you think about like the transition of these companies that used to be like for the people, and now they're like
Airbnb's the same way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you get the point, right? So like back in the day, StubHub was like, I need to get rid of my tickets. I'm just going to sell them, right? Not at a premium. I just need to get rid of my tickets because I bought them and now I can't go. And so generally people like us could just swipe those up before. You would always have tickets available for sale right before a show. However, they used to have the thing where it's like 30 minutes before the show starts, they cut off StubHub, right? That's
Yeah.
why we got fucked. It's because
Right.
we just waited. We got too close to the sun.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we were 30 minutes from the start of the show, all the tickets disappeared. We're like, shit, no, we're fucked. But no, so now StubHub is this like, not only is it a premium from the seller's perspective, there's also all of these fees with premiums. And so now you're paying, like if you look at a $100 ticket on StubHub, it's going to end up being $150 when it's all said and done because of everything. It's just like, there's nothing for us
Yeah,
anymore.
so the fees that I paid for our Nine Inch Nails tickets is what really drove the price up. Mm-hmm. I ended up having $150 worth of fees. And I was like,
God
holy
damn,
crap.
dude.
Yeah.
So like I was looking when we went to the Rangers game. So that's something else that we did. We went to
Yeah.
the Rangers game.
We
few
had
weeks
a
ago.
bunch of glizzies.
we fucking
sure did.
handfuls of hot dogs and glizzy hats.
Five glizzies in within the first inning.
One inning, 5 glizzies apiece. It was wild. You boys can get it. But like I was looking at parking ahead of time because you could buy parking on StubHub, and it was like $25 parking. I'm like, perfect. That seems cheaper than what we're probably going to see. After fees, it was like $47.
Suck my dick from
I
the
was
back.
like-
And we paid $25 for parking.
Exactly. It's so stupid, man.
God damn.
It's ridiculous. For the what? For the ease? Because you emailed it to me,
Yeah.
bro. Like it's wild.
All right. Yeah.
I used ChatGPT to translate this real quick.
Okay, are
So
you going to try one of
I'm
these?
going to open this up.
We're going to try them all.
So Moshi Nangao.
There's a pepper in the back of it.
Yes,
It's
there
got to
is.
be hot.
Spicy konjac strips is what it translates to. Fragrant spicy konjac strips. Konjac is very healthy, very smooth texture, high quality, and safe.
Okay.
Ready to eat konjac product.
So we went to when we were in Macau, which is like the Vegas.
It's like macaque.
No. We went to a 7-Eleven to get a bunch of beers because we're going to go back to the Venetian, which is where we were staying, and just like stay up and party in the room or whatever. And they had like shrimp, but like when you see like a beef stick, right? Like to us, beef jerky or beef sticks is no big deal. Yes, it's meat. Yes, it's on the shelf. Whatever. But they had shrimp like that, like shrimp and crab and stuff, like sitting on the shelf. Like you could just get like shelf. What do you call it? Shelf
Crab.
Like a sushi, like a fucking.
Yeah, but it wasn't cool. It wasn't cold. It's just like Shelf stable is the word I'm looking for. Shelf stable shrimp and crab. We got it. It tastes great. It's just weird eating lukewarm shrimp. Like,
I mean,
or I think we had the crab actually. It was like lukewarm. We might have had both. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't fuck with that too much. It tasted great. It's just that
All right, the Chinese
you
have
know where
one
it
thing
came
bad.
from.
well, I'm pretty sure it's a difference between East and West. I think it's one of those things where you're like, well, they're like, oh, this is how we normally eat it, and you're so attuned from
Right.
being in a different culture. You're like, oh God, it's not cold. Like it's not.
I mean, I'm here for it.
It's
We ate it,
warm. Like,
but it was weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a century egg.
ugh.
Yeah, it was not that bad. It
Really?
was way better than I thought it was.
Yeah, they
gonna
have
be.
dried shrimp down the Hispanic aisle.
Yeah, they do, and they have a little salsa packet with
Oh
that.
yeah.
But so if okay, it's kind of like what is calf fries. If you wouldn't have told me like what it was before I eat it, then I'm sure I'm like, okay, I'll eat it.
Have you had one? You've had one.
What?
Calf fry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
But I
yeah.
mean the same thing with the century egg. I'm sure
Yeah.
like
I mean, it's a black egg.
yeah, I'm sure they're like if I was blindfolded and they're like, hey, taste this and we'll see what you
Oh
think.
yeah, you would have thought it was good.
Yeah?
It actually was tasty.
Fuckaroo.
But it is a weird thing to get around because it's like this blue, green, black egg.
Yeah. And the baby's still inside, right?
I don't know how I feel about this. No, that's not that. That's a different egg.
No, that's the goose egg. This is different.
So what do I do with this?
Eat it. I'm not sure. It's a weird texture.
I'm not going to smell
So I
it.
think that's seafood, right?
How do I?
I don't know what konjac is.
I'm pretty sure that's seafood right there. It's probably like fucking jellyfish or something. It doesn't taste bad. It's weird.
It's just weird. What is konjac? It's actually a type of root vegetable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't hate it. It's not something that I'm like, oh, I would want to eat that as a snack. All
I
the
feel like
time.
I would put this on rice. You know what I mean? Like put it on rice to kind of like flavor
Christy's
it up.
right. That's balut. Is what you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah, balut is the goose like half
Nobody
alive.
wants it.
Which
I just don't want to get my hands dirty.
Just lick your fingers like it's
No,
Cheetos.
I don't like food on my hands that
Is
much.
nobody going to eat it?
Look, I'm not as bad as the.
I'll
the-
eat it all.
Eat it. Get it.
Tim?
In China, like they wash their hands before dinner and after dinner, very clean. They also wear gloves. If you're going to eat anything with your hands, you wear like latex gloves.
I know a bunch of people at work that do that.
I do not.
I typically don't either.
Like if you were going to have wings, would you have like latex gloves to eat them?
no, I'm gonna get extremely messy.
Yeah. See, I don't like getting messy, so I understand. I just also
You didn't play in the
don't
mud
wanna
as a child,
use-
did you?
Of course I did.
No.
I played in the mud all the time.
I don't believe it.
I just don't like. I don't like food on my hands.
Have
Mud's
you been
fine.
to?
You don't mind blood on your hands. You just don't like food on your hands.
I'm fine with blood, grease, everything else, just not food on my hands.
Get her in the wrong month. No. Have you never had a crab boil?
Yes.
yeah, we've done seafood boils.
Yeah, dude. I do.
Well, not crawfish boils.
Crawfish.
It's the same
but it's-
thing.
Like going to like an actual like
It's still
crab boil.
it's messy.
It's very messy. Like I'm talking like sauce on your hands.
Yeah,
so
like
is
a crab
crawf-
pot or something like
so
that,
is
yeah.
crawfish.
Yeah, but you're being like delicate. You're
Have
like,
you never actually been to one of the crawfish boils?
yes, we had. Remember, we got COVID at one.
I'm
No,
covered,
that was a glizzy.
and
Oh.
I'm covered in sauce whenever I eat the crawfish.
Yeah, we put like the sauce and the seasoning, and then
Yes,
we
I
put more
love it.
sauce on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But over there in Hewlin, we go to one over there. It's really good.
There's one that my barber mentioned. She said that there's like this crab place down Saginaw, Maine, and I've been wanting to go because I like those spots because they bring it in like a big bag, right? And they shake it all up with a bunch of shit. And she said it was fucking awesome. So I want to try it out soon. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Shout out to AD.
There's one over there on Hewlin, right by where Jesus and Crystal used to live. It's right near the train tracks
Oh yeah.
on Hewlin, and it's really good. And like, it's a treat for us. We'll go
Yeah.
over there and stuff our faces. I'll bring gloves from work and get messy.
I love this ChatGPT because I'm using the camera feature and I'm asking. So I asked, "What is this?"
Spread my ass.
This is Hawthorne snack bar made by Life and 6 ingredients. It's a
Interesting.
fruit-based bar made primarily with hawthorn berries and 5 other ingredients. No additives. Strip shaped with real ingredients made from original fruit puree. And the 6 ingredients are red dates, hawthorn, cinnamon, barley, lotus seed, and Job's tears.
Job's tears.
From Arrested Development.
Actually, yeah, probably.
That's funny.
Okay, so we're gonna break off a piece of this and try it.
All right, so we've all talked about what we've been up to. I think that we pretty much covered it all.
Yeah, in an
What
hour.
do we have on the agenda, Timothy?
Well, let me pull up my notes here.
Oh, this is perfect. We got 3 of these weird Job tears sticks.
All right, so first off, we've we got a new pope.
By the way, this is about as sweet as you're going to get on a Chinese snack. It's like sweet at first, and it's like, oh, where'd it go? A
little sour.
Yeah.
I can definitely taste
citrusy.
the tears. All right, so we got a new pope.
Is this his body, the old pope?
Well, I'm going to get to that here in a second, but the new pope is from America.
Yeah.
He's actually from Chicago.
Da Pope.
He's a Sox fan because of the region of the Chicago area that he's from.
Nice.
So he's a Sox fan. That's one thing. He is changing the holy sacraments. So that did come out. So the body of Christ is now a dipped Italian beef with jardiniere, spicy jardiniere.
Shut the fuck up.
And the blood of Christ is malort.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef. So, funny story. So, we went over. Southside Cellars was doing their 5-year anniversary a couple of weeks ago. Shout out to Southside
That
Cellars. and all the
Cantillon.
guys there. Yeah, they had Cantillon on
They
tap
were
and everything.
they were raffling bottles too.
Yeah, crazy. And so met up with like Jordan and Lance over there to grab a beer. But we also went to Nickel City. And what does he do? He gets a shot of Malort, right? Because he's a degenerate. And so he gets a couple of shots of Malort, and they didn't bring him out in shot glasses. They had like these little metal gravy boats.
Oh, nice. At Nickel?
Yeah, and we're like, why is this? And Kat was like, because the fucking Pope's from Chicago. And I was like, okay, good enough for me.
Yeah, so that's anytime that Lance and I go to, because he'll randomly hit me up. He's like, hey, we're going to Nickel. I'm like, all right, I'll just pop over there, have a couple drinks. And every single time I walk in, it's either, if I'm there first, I'm getting the Malort. If he's there first, we're getting Malort. We do Malort shots every single time we go out now.
I've only done 2 Malort shots, and they were both because of Lance.
Every time
now.
Every time we go to Two Lanes, for after we record, we'll go walk over there, to get some pizza.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You guys got Malort?" He's like, "For the last time, we don't." And he's like, "I'm going to keep asking. I'm going to keep
Until you
asking."
do.
Yes. And
They're losing out on money. Do y'all record every week or every other week?
every other week, but
Okay.
we haven't recorded in about a month because he's been busy. I've been busy. So I mean,
Shout out to the man for getting out.
All right, so back on the Pope, though. So he's the first American Pope.
Yes.
Big deal, right? Pretty big deal. He's already an internet icon, and he's basically the meme saint.
Gladys said that he had been fighting evil since before he became the Pope.
Yeah.
Because it was the Sox Astros World Series that he was.
What's wild is I saw someone post, and she was filming her mom, and her mom was over there saying like she dated the Pope before he was the Pope,
Really?
like back in the day.
Before he renounced women?
Yeah, this lady has slept with the Pope.
Also a tuna can, I guess, right?
That's what I hear. That's what
I'm
I
sure
hear.
he was like, I gotta go to the church because my dick is too big.
Yeah. So again,
That's how he talks.
You
my
don't deserve this.
My penis, I'm giving you to the Lord.
so here's the whole thing. So the Vatican just got a Midwestern upgrade because the new Pope's from Chicago, and yes, that means communion now includes a shot of Malort and a hot Italian beef
Hell
on a
yeah.
paper plate.
I heard Portillo's is opening next door to the Vatican.
They are. They're actually opening right in the middle of it. So he's got the Holy Spirit, but he also has Jordan Arabul's energy. This
Fuck
dude
yeah.
might declare the Eucharist, what is it?
Eucharist?
Eucharist invalid if served without jardiniere, right?
I'm sure he's fronting the line to get those Air Jordan 4 white cements next week.
So everybody, since he became Pope, everybody's been just talking about him. There's memes popping up everywhere, all sorts of stuff. I think this is what I'm just going to say it. I think this is what the Catholic Church needed. They needed something because it's a kind of a pivot. It's a pivot into the culture of today, right?
It's like Dogma where they changed Jesus.
Yeah, kind
Buddy
of. I think
Jesus?
So.
Yeah.
I think it is like that. I think
watched that recently.
I think we're going to see Buddy Christ. He's going to have his thumb out there like that. Yeah. So in 2025, the path to sainthood starts with an algorithm. The Vatican doesn't need a conclave; they need a social media manager now. I think that's actually pretty accurate.
But there was a lot of people who were like, "Oh, he didn't say speaking," because I watched the whole thing. You know.
Have you seen all the AI edits though?
No.
So first off, there's a shit ton of AI edits popping up for all sorts of things. This being one of them. They had him up there and AI edited, basically talking shit on the Cubs. Speaking of AI edits, they have this whole thing with Caitlin Clark doing press conferences talking shit about
Angel Reese.
Bro,
she a scrub. Angel Reese is a scrub.
And it's some of the funniest stuff ever. So now I'm having a hard time understanding what's what. Like, is this real?
Real life or AI?
Yes. And it's really fucking with me here.
It's gotten pretty good.
This?
AI. No, the AI stuff, yeah.
That's just grilled chicken breast.
Let me... I don't have any of the Pope ones, but I do want to play...
Use my chopsticks.
So this is AI of Caitlin Clark talking. This episode is sponsored by Sunwest Air, because you'll fly with us anyway. At Sunwest Air, we believe in innovation, which is why we took everything you thought you liked about budget flying and made it worse, but in a way that sounds like progress. First, we heard you loud and clear. No more unassigned seats. You wanted structure, and we delivered. Now, every passenger gets an assigned seat, but we pick it. So enjoy your middle seat between two armrest-hogging strangers, you loser. This is what progress looks like. Want to pick your own seat? No problem. Just pay our priority freedom seating fee. And you might get the luxury of an aisle seat. But we didn't stop there. We also enhanced our rewards program to make sure you really earn those perks. Free flights? That's old school thinking. Now, our SkyMate loyalty program lets you rack up points at an impressive rate. After 50 flights and a financial commitment comparable to a home mortgage, you can redeem your points for a free bag of Chex Mix. Drinks sold separately. Want a free flight? Keep dreaming. And let's talk about baggage. Remember when checked bags were free? Neither do we. Our new policy ensures that you pay for the privilege of bringing clothing. Carry-ons? That's an upsell now. Want to travel light with just a personal item? Good luck stuffing 3 days' worth of clothes into a laptop bag. Sunwest Air, we make it worse, but you'll keep booking anyway. Use promo code GOTCHA at checkout for absolutely nothing. You're welcome. Disclaimer, this is not a real ad, and Sunwest Air is not a real airline, though it definitely feels like one. If your brand has a sense of humor and wants to sponsor us, let's talk. We'll shamelessly hype whatever you've got.
I shouldn't have fouled Angel Reese on that layup. We all know she would have missed it twice anyways. I was just trying to save her from looking really stupid. I fouled her so hard one of her eyelashes fell off. I'm the LeBron of women's basketball, and Angel's the Michael Jordan of Joakim Noah's. She dribbles like a blind girl that's 6 tequila shots deep. She's one bad season away from starting an OnlyFans page and selling molds of her beefy tang for $20.
My God.
Angel has her own McDonald's special, so I told her to put the fries in the bag. She should be more humble because she's going to be selling autographs at a strip club during lunchtime soon. If it wasn't for me, she'd be doing tricks for Shaq in order to pay rent.
Yeah, so that's all AI.
What if it wasn't though?
What if it wasn't, dude? At first, when I first started seeing these pop up, I was like, "Holy shit! They're allowing this."
AI videos are getting a lot better too. They're not like these spaghetti monster things, right? Like they're
Will
actually
Smith eating spaghetti.
Yeah, actually, there was a funny comparison. It's like this is what it looked like when it first came out, like Sora, or whatever. Will Smith eating spaghetti, and then the new one, and it actually looks like it could be Will Smith eating spaghetti. It's wild. It's crazy. It's getting there. It's getting there.
All right. So,
what'd y'all think about the chicken breast?
It's really good.
Chicken breast isn't bad. It had a lot of flavor.
Damn,
Tasted
the
good.
Chinese really do a good job when it comes to these types of snacks.
All right. So, we're just kind of catching up on what's happened in the world, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about this number one pick that the Mavs have got? I have a conspiracy.
Oh, Cooper Flag?
Well, yeah. So they're getting number one in the draft. Number one, the first pick in the draft, right?
Likely Cooper Flag.
Likely Cooper Flag.
Well, Patrick Dumont, the fucking douchebag, said that they were going to get him. So,
all right. So is this? Is it rigged?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
everybody hates Nico so much.
No, I think
and
it's
everybody
because
hates what happened.
They talked about how players were given up to other teams, and that team ended up getting the first round pick. Happened with the Clippers. Happened with the Pelicans. Happened with the Lakers. No, wait. No, not with the Lakers.
What was the percentage chance you said?
1.8.
Wild.
Oops, wrong one. So I want to play this. So the whole Nico thing, and
These are way better than I thought they were going to be.
Really good. What is it?
It is a Chinese snack called Classic Crispy Rice Crust.
Very delicious.
So this is one of my favorite clips that I've heard.
Hold on, real quick.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
This has got the texture of a cinnamon toast crunch, right? Mm-hmm. But then, like, it's flavorful, like, you know, a cracker. You know what I mean?
You're a flavor for a cracker.
Thanks, Boo Boo.
Why shouldn't you be fired? Well, one, I think I've done a really good job here, and I don't think I can be judged by the injuries this year. You have to judge from totality, from beginning to end, and so I think I have a really good working relationship with Patrick. I think you add in Rick, the leadership that we have is really elite. And you'll see next year when our team comes back, we're going to be competing for a championship. Watch.
All right, so you have that one, right? Mm-hmm. And then
that's not AI.
No, that's real.
That's real. He
You
said
know
that.
that Luka was important to the fan base. I didn't quite know it to what level, but really the way we looked at it is, you know, if you're putting a team on the floor that's Kyrie, Clay, PJ, Anthony Davis, and Lively. We feel that's a championship caliber team, and we would have been winning at a high level, and that would have quieted some of the outrage. And so unfortunately we weren't able to do that, so it just continued to, you know, go on and on.
The fact that the man said, I did know that Luka was important to the fan base, I didn't quite know to what level.
Right.
That tells me that he is so disconnected from the team.
I think it's just a fucking cop-out because obviously they have Dallas did a Luka Doncic day, like every year, and
yeah, it's a cop out.
How many commercials, Jordan Brand commercials, do you see of him? He's a Jordan Brand athlete. I mean, obviously, he's like breaking records.
He's on every billboard for the Mavs.
Yeah, he's got murals painted of him.
Right.
It's just a fucking cop out.
So, okay, I have not, to be completely honest with you, I don't really watch college ball at all. So, tell me a little bit about Cooper Flag. Like, if you were to grade Luka a 1 to 100, what, like an 89?
No, I give him a 94.
94. What would you give Cooper Flag so far from what you've
Same
seen?
thing, two-way player, offense and defense, generational, they say. I believe it. You know, but again, it's kind of tough with these first-round picks or these first overall picks.
Right.
Because you never know. Who was the first-round pick for the, who was it, Tyrese Halliburton or Obi Toppin was like the first overall pick?
No, they weren't. Wasn't it?
Ant Edwards.
No,
Ant.
it wasn't even Ant, wasn't it? It wasn't LaMelo?
No.
There was a lot that class. I thought LaMelo had all the hype and he went first. And then Anthony Edwards, I think, is stellar.
Yeah.
Right? But Halliburton's stellar, too. They're both better than LaMelo.
Yes, you're right.
That's why it's like it is hard to tell, like a first-year player out of college, how well they're going to do years down the road. You know,
it's kind of with Jordan. Like, you know, he played his first season, had injuries. The second, you know, he was out for a whole year.
I mean, you are taking a gamble.
You are, and
because yes, you can perform at a high level on the college, but I mean, it is proven that sometimes that doesn't translate over into the actual NBA.
Yeah. I mean. Look, I mean, after all this stuff with Luka, they're saying that the Hawks won the draft because Luka was traded to the Mavericks. The Hawks won because they still have their player who was picked over Luka.
But you know this whole thing with Nico Harris, you know it's bad whenever Charles Barkley is telling him basically to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's like, just stop.
Yeah.
Stop doing presses.
Like
press conferences.
he should have stopped. But I cannot imagine basically being the most hated man in NBA right now. You go to You go to a game and all they are chanting is "Fire Nico."
Everywhere. Here was
Yeah.
an SMU basketball game. He got booed over there. He
Yeah.
said "Fire Nico."
Yeah,
It's
wild.
was Halliburton the first?
How'd you know I was looking it up? Anthony Edwards was number 1. Then James Wiseman, who...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he fell off the face of the planet, right? LaMelo, Patrick Williams, Isaac Okoro, Onyeko Kongwu, Killian Hayes, Obi Toppin, Denny Avdija, and then Jalen Smith. Dude, Halliburton wasn't even in the top 10.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jalen Smith is the only other than Ant and LaMelo.
He went. Tyrese Halliburton went 12th.
God damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Is he still? He's in the last 4, right?
Yeah.
Right.
No. Yeah. This is. He's been killing it.
Him and Anthony are
Yeah.
both in it right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, I want to step away from the sports talk. I just wanted to bring that up because that's the star. We'll just chat about the stars real quick.
Tonight's the
Yeah,
start
dude.
of the Western Conference
Uh-huh.
Finals,
Game
right?
1.
Game 1. This has been I'm holding my breath, man. Just watch because I'm not watching the games. I refuse to watch the games because I feel like if I watch them, I'm going to jinx them.
Same.
Because
Same.
so I went the first hockey game I went to this season. We lost. I was like, I don't need to be here. Don't need to be here.
You live, you learn.
And so now I get the updates on my phone, and that's good enough for me. And then I'll watch the highlights. I'm like, okay, cool, we're ahead. Because I just fear as soon as because it was the same thing as I watched the Mavs, and I started getting really into wanting to watch them. I put it on, and we're losing every single game. The game I went to, and every game I watched, we were losing. I'm like, I don't need to do this.
Yeah.
I feel like the guy. I feel like what was the dude from Silver Lining Playbook?
Oh, Robert De Niro.
Yeah, I feel like him. Like you got to sit in a certain seat. You
Yeah.
got to wear a certain jersey. You
Dude,
gotta
I
all
do
this
that.
stuff. Yeah,
I do that.
yeah. So just not watching. I'm just keeping up with it. I get the Stars update on my phone.
If they score and my hand's on my wiener, then it's staying there the entire game.
the entire game, yeah. So
So did y'all know that RAR is done?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Saturday was the
Sort of.
last day.
Saturday was the last day that they've been in the
Tap
building
room.
for like 20 years, which is wild. We've been going for what, 15 years? I know that I've been going since like Super Bowl was here for sure, right?
Yeah.
So we went because it was the last day. And then the game was going on, right? And so we went over and hopped over to the chat room to watch the last period. And I hadn't been in a bar for a sports game, match, whatever, in a long time. And dude, the energy even in the chat room was wild.
Yeah.
In that overtime, shit, it was fun. I forgot how fun it is to watch a game in a bar. Like I remember watching most of the World Series for the Rangers a couple years back in, I think
it
Nickel.
depends on the
Rusty
bar
Nickel,
though,
like that.
because I mean, like,
Agreed.
if you went to the Amber Room,
It very much depends on the bar. But, that's when you're going to get that energy, right? That you can't get at home, but you're not going to go to the game, or you can't, or it's too expensive. You're still going to get a good amount of energy at a
Like
bar.
Down and Out,
Shit.
they've been killing.
We almost went to Down and Out. I'm like, I want to be able to order a drink. That place is going to be fucking packed.
They were posting videos of like the overtime win, and
Yeah.
man, I can't. Like tonight, they have a thing going on.
so I want to go, and I will go to Victory Plaza or whatever when we start. Like whenever it's
If we go to the Stanley
if
Cup?
we go to Stanley Cup, I'm going to go out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Just take the TRE. Well, pregame. Like
How many
down
games?
the
How
street.
to be down there?
How many games do we have to
Four.
do to win?
This
Four.
is-
So we got four games when we make it this because we're going to go to Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Hold
So-
on.
We're going to go to Stanley Cup. So it's 4 games, right?
Yeah.
We got to win 4 games. So I guess game 2 or game 3 or whatever.
If we're up 3-1, then
Yeah, we're going to be out there.
just like this last time, yeah, because we were up 3-1, and then they won, and it's
Yeah.
when I watched it, and then I.
But I will start at once we hit game 3. I will start going out.
Oh man,
I'm going to go to I'm going to go to Victory Plaza.
Yeah.
Because I want to be there for that. I can't
That'd be
go to the
fun.
game. I can't go to the game, but I want to be there for that.
Let me
So,
know, man. I'll probably be at work. I'll just
Yeah.
come right on over.
Just come right on over. We'll hang out. There's stuff there, right?
Tons of stuff.
I've never really
Man,
hung out
there's
at
like
Victory
2
Plaza.
or 3 really cool bars right there in like the little plaza, and then
It's going
there's
to be
tons of stuff
packed
within like walking.
It's going to be
distance.
packed.
Yeah,
and I understand that, but for once, I want to experience that, and I will call if we win. I will call off for the parade. I will go to the parade.
yeah, same.
Yeah,
Same.
I want to be there because I didn't get to do it for the Mavs championship, and I didn't get to do it for.
I didn't get to do it for the Rangers.
I
My
didn't get to do it
parents
for the
did.
Rangers. I didn't get to do it for whenever the Stars won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
So this will be a first, and I'm really looking forward to that. I don't want to wait till he gets back. We'll start talking about this, but I want to bring up this whole like Kanye's taken like he's doubled down.
Okay.
He has doubled down with anti-Semitic, pro-Hitler stuff with this most recent track.
Track? He's got music out?
Oh yeah,
Dude, I have not even been paying attention.
On X. I don't think it can be released on. The song amassed millions of streams on X. It was taken down from like pretty much everything else. But he's basically he released a new song. The title was Blurred in Controversy, which he explicitly praises Adolf Hitler.
Shut the fuck up.
We're talking about Kanye and his Adolf Hitler track.
You didn't know about this either? Good, because I had no idea. I thought I was the only one.
So yeah, he's it's been streaming on X, which is now this X is now acts as a pseudo streaming service under Elon Musk's free speech crusade. I'm all for free speech, right?
Yeah,
to an extent. I think Germany's doing it right, where you get in trouble for doing pro Hitler things. It's absolutely insane. So just when we thought Kanye couldn't spiral deeper, he went full final boss of cancel culture and made Hitler the feature. No remix, no irony. Just Hitler was misunderstood with an 808.
I'm not even listening to anything. I got I told you like I ordered stuff from his website like in December.
Yeah,
and I got it like a month ago, and I'm like, oh okay, these are okay, but
the sock shoes.
No, I already had those. Those
okay.
are trash. Like the.
Did you buy the shirt?
And what do you expect for $20?
Did you buy the shirt?
I didn't. Hell no.
Okay.
I'm just walking around with the swastika.
I was like, don't tell me you bought the shirt.
It had like slides, not slides, but like flippies. Like it's like a clog. It's a clog.
Okay.
It's a fucking clog, and I'm like, these are weird. Like, what the fuck is the deal with these? There's no badging or anything on it.
Yeah.
It's like you could have bought it on Temu.
Which
probably
which
did
it
that.
probably
there. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. So
dude, what a fucking downward.
Didn't he like? So a couple things. We talked about him and the nitrous, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's now suing the dentist or whatever because he's saying he got him hooked. Okay. I mean, but yeah, it takes some responsibility too, though. But yeah. Cool. And then also, isn't he getting a divorce?
He got divorced. Yeah.
He's already divorced.
He's already divorced.
Dude, how quick was this one? It's only been like a year or two, right?
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
They actually changed the rules to the. I forgot what awards show or con music, the Cannes Film Festival, about dress code. Like you can't wear anything that's sheer, or you're showing body parts.
Yeah,
they changed because
she showed up
the Grammys because she showed up naked, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which I love the body. I love the human body. It's fucking great. Love it. But they're like.
So I mean, at this point, I think we've reached a point where Kanye is basically playing chicken with morality.
That's about right.
And he's kind of losing it. People take it as thinking it's like, well, this is performance art or whatever. But there's got to be a point to where it's not, right? There's no way this is performance art. And you see like old Kanye pictures where like he was like anti-fascist or whatever. He's got a shirt
with a Nazi logo,
right, and now he's got one without the X over the front of it. It's wild. So this has now become propaganda with a beat. It feels like.
If you want to go reference this, go back to our episode of the Rise and Fall of Kanye West.
He's also come out and said that he is, I believe, part of the KKK now.
Jesus Christ. So he was not. Keenan did a impression of Kanye on this week's SNL. And he was so fucking good because Mike Myers is as himself going into an elevator, and then Kanye gets into the elevator with him with a little thing of nitrous, and they like talk about how they haven't seen each other since the whole like President Bush doesn't like black people thing from back in like the early 2000s, right? It was such a good skit though. It was pretty funny because Mike Myers is like scared to be in an elevator alone with Kanye, and he's like, anyone please get in an elevator. They're like, we'll take the next one. It was such a good skit. It was pretty funny.
So Kanye's not misunderstood. He's not misunderstood. He's just monetizing outrage.
So
that's my hot take on this. He's just monetizing outrage. I don't know if he fully believes this. Maybe he does. Maybe I'm giving him too much benefit of the doubt that he actually doesn't believe this, and he's just like doubling down on there's no such thing as bad press.
Yeah,
all press is good press, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm not, but the more he puts out there, the more people are looking into it. The more people are streaming. The more people are giving him.
I don't know, but I feel like his OG fans are dropping him, right? Because it's not good. It's not old Kanye. It's not respectable. And all he's doing is pulling in these like small time. They're just listening to it because it's the flavor of the week type shit. So it's not going to be like long-term exposure. Well, exposure, yes. Like he's going to be on the news fucking constantly, but not like long-term, like actually liking his art.
So I'm very glad we're talking about Kanye right now, because I have a question to ask. And this is not about himself, like him himself. Let's say like you saw somebody text you or messages you, they're like, hey, your picture is on a thing, and I saw it on the internet. Like, a picture of you's on there. Like, not a bad picture, but somebody's using your picture that you took, and it's online. Like, what would you think? Like,
Say this again. What do you mean? So you took a picture and
no,
someone
like,
else is using it.
You saw a picture of somebody online.
somebody tells you they saw a picture of you online, and they're like, hey, bro, your picture's on this thing, and it's funny. I'm just going to... Okay. So I had a couple friends...
Very cryptic.
I had a couple of friends message me, and they're like, dude, your picture is on a thumbnail of a podcast about Kanye, and he's using your picture. It's his thumbnail. And I'm like, what the fuck? It was our cop friend.
Okay.
And another buddy of mine that I used to work with. And I go over there, and I'm like, what is he talking about? Sure as shit. Look at this guy shooting with Kanye.
What the fuck? That's the picture of you meeting Kanye that one time.
Yes.
Oh, that's wild.
It's got 146,000 views.
Yeah.
From 6 days ago.
Yes. And so I'm like, what the fuck?
That's wild. So this is a podcast? Someone else's podcast?
So he's, I guess, a shooter locally.
Don't eat this.
Locally, he's a guy, he's a Second Amendment guy. And
because Defender Outdoors, that's
Yeah,
where he was.
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
and so he was saying like, well, he went in there and I was giving him the rules and he didn't shoot anything. Did you already get some of this?
Yeah.
This me?
Yeah, all you.
It's a sponge cake.
And
It's a bubble waffle.
It's not very sweet. Be good with some syrup.
That might be what
Scissor.
that is.
I was just doing.
Somebody ordered pancakes. I just did the scissor. No, they were like, yeah, he was like, weird. And I'm like, bro, he was nice outside. Like, I'm just thinking like,
So they're on there talking shit about Kanye.
Yeah.
Right now. Okay, got you.
That's funny that your picture's on there.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the episode that we did, and somehow they just like took your face and was using that. I was like, that's wild.
But I
So
was
they
like-
used the Defender Outdoors post.
yeah,
And you were on that post.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a picture I posted, and they,
Reposted or whatever. Yeah.
So I think we're at a point now that I think we should use this. This should be like our social media or social meter. Is if Alex Jones begins to say, "Whoa, you need to chill" to Kanye, that's how we know like it's too far. Because I mean, they're turning the freaking frogs gay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's something we need to look at. But like, Kanye has gone so left field, right? We went from Jesus walks to goose stepping beats. It's getting a bit ridiculous.
Dude, when I was in Houston, I saw this guy that looked exactly like Alex Jones.
He probably
And
was him.
I told Sarish, I was like, holy fuck. I think that's, I couldn't remember his name at the time. I was like, that's the guy that Javier like does a really good impression of on the show. And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, the fucking weirdo, the guy that does all the shows and shit. And she's like, what are you talking about? And like, I couldn't think of it. And so I had to look him up, and I realized that he's bald now. So I know it wasn't him because this guy had hair.
yeah.
But I swear, he looked just like Alex Jones 3 years ago. Like, the dude looks just fucking, it was wild. It wasn't him.
So Kanye's career is now just a speed run to infamy, which is something that we all wanted to live in.
All three of us.
And the worst part is that we are all still watching it.
I'm not. I'm pretty checked out, to be honest.
Good.
With you. I'm not.
Me too. I'm not.
I'm watching it then.
I'm not interested in anything he does anymore. Like, if I see something he's training somewhere, I'm like, racism, KKK, Hitler.
My curiosity's not even going to win on this song. Like, I don't even care. At first, I'm like, oh, do I want to listen to it? And then immediately I was like, no, I do not. Why would I want to listen to that? You know what I mean?
I don't know. All right, so
Do you listen to it?
No, I haven't listened to it.
Okay.
I have not listened to it. I haven't gone and tried to find it. All right, so I want to. We're coming to a little bit towards the end of our show here.
Yeah.
Eat my ass. And I want to. I want to bring up the. This is Florida Fiction. And this is a segment.
Is this a game?
Yes, this is a game. Florida or Fiction.
Okay.
Brunch crimes and aquatic assaults. All right, so it's time for Florida and Fiction. I'm going to read a headline. You guess if it's real or if it's made up on a bad edible. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so round number 1, headline. Florida man turns iguanas into breakfast meat amid egg inflation. So he actually turns iguana eggs into breakfast.
Iguana eggs.
Yeah, iguana eggs.
Okay. I think if it was just iguanas, I would say yes. Iguana eggs, I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no, too.
That's actually real. He started harvesting iguana eggs and cooking them up.
I feel like that's a very small amount of
I feel like it is
meat.
too. But whenever
Those
eggs are so
like
expensive,
a
whatever.
dime.
All right. Florida man tried to marry dolphin for tax purposes.
Fake.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. Say it again.
Florida man don't be Googling this.
I'm not.
Florida man tried to marry dolphin for tax purposes.
No.
All right, you're correct. That was fiction. Still less weird than half the shit that actually happens in
Now,
Tallahassee.
Florida
though.
man does weird shit, but Florida man ain't fucking no dolphin.
All right, so Florida man throws live gator through Wendy's drive-through window.
Yes.
True.
That is correct.
Nice.
Okay. Oh no! What just happened?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I accidentally opened up a whole new note.
Oh, yeah.
All right, where was I?
Oh,
at?
no. Oh, I got my new license.
Florida
Your real
man.
ID?
Yes, my real ID. Look at it.
Dude, that thing came out like years ago.
Florida man attempts to sue Disney over PTSD from haunted mansion.
Yes.
What?
Florida man attempts to sue Disney over PTSD from haunted mansion.
No.
You say
There's
no. You gotta
ghosts
yes.
around me.
It is false.
Yeah.
Raspberries.
All right.
Florida man's going to
They let me keep my headband on.
I see that.
I look like
They ain't giving no shit.
I look like
You got to leave your headband on?
Yeah, I look like a Mexican Duck Dynasty guy.
That's exactly what you look like.
Good Lord.
Holy shit, that's a good comparison.
Ah, fuck my cousin.
All right, and to finish off with this, with a separate segment that's not Florida, this is going to be Holy Shit History.
Okay.
All right,
So that was it on the Florida?
I was there. That was it on Florida. You won that.
I got one up. I never win. You always win those things, man. You're good at that shit.
All right, so
It's guessing most of the time.
It's always guessing. You're a better guesser than I am.
all right, so for Holy Shit History, it's not a game, but I want to bring up a little bit of Pope trivia. Did you know in 897 AD, Pope Stephen IV literally dug up the corpse of Pope Formosus,
Foreplay.
whatever that other pope was, who had been dead for 9 months, and put him on trial.
Yes.
Shut the fuck
Yes.
up.
It's
Yes.
true, right?
Yes, it is true. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's history. So,
This man touched children.
so Pope Stephen IV.
That's a regular ass name.
Or the fifth, I mean. Literally dug up this corpse.
So you're telling me there were 4 other popes named Stephen?
I guess, well, we're on Louis the whatever.
Leo.
I mean,
Did y'all
yeah.
know that they choose the name based off of like their
The other popes?
background? Yeah, and who they were.
Who they're going to kind of reign as?
Right, yeah. I didn't know that. That's
So
interesting.
Pope John Paul the First. Now, Pope John Paul II named himself after the first because he died really quick. The first died like within a month.
Oh, wow.
I think.
So he did it just kind of out of like memorandum.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the reason why Pope Stephen, which is a wild name for a pope, Stephen.
Pope
Why?
Jesse.
Yeah.
Pope asshole. No, that's not a name.
Pope Jimmy.
Pope Jimmy. Pope Dale Earnhardt the Fifth.
So, can we get Dale into sainthood? Supporting the wrong. So he dug him up and put him on trial for supporting the wrong political faction, which was the. Yeah, so it was another empire that was over Stephen's allies from Spoleto.
This man said a pineapple on a pizza always.
I didn't realize they're so political too. Like it's I mean, when you think about it, like the president of the United States has probably some of the most power and or at least one of the most well-known people across the world, right? But Pope is up there too. Like, it's wild how much control they have. And so I never really thought about like the political piece.
So
of it.
during the trial, the corpse was dressed in the papal robes, propped up in a chair, and assigned a deacon to speak for him.
Holy shit.
He wanted me to tell you this is a fucked up.
And the old days were the best.
He was found guilty, stripped of titles, had his blessing fingers chopped off, and was thrown in the Tiber River. The public hated it. Stephen was overthrown months later and strangled in prison.
Yeah, no shit. That is fucked up.
It's almost as terrible men accusing women of being witches, like in Jamestown, because they didn't want to date them. This woman's a witch. She told me that I can masturbate or jump off a roof and chug 4 locos.
So this was literally this was literally this was a Pope version of Weekend at Bernie's. I feel like, you just propped him up. This wasn't justice; it was a medieval roast with an actual corpse. Pope Stephen invented cancel culture by literally canceling a dead guy. This is why you always check the job description. Pope apparently includes corpse court judge. It's the wildest thing that I've ever seen in one of the wildest things in history. And we got a new pope, and hopefully he doesn't dig up Pope Francis.
I think we're okay.
He's like, Jimmy Hoffa's body's buried in one of these buildings.
He might actually know.
He might. He's a saint.
Yeah, all right. So
how about the murders? What murders?
That's all I
got.
From
the chat, did they have sunglasses back then? Because
that's what I feel like. You put the sunglasses on the Pope, and
they like marionette the old Pope.
He's like a Muppet. Somebody's got a hand up his ass.
So I didn't realize that the Vatican had like a
Sbarro outside?
Well,
Chad knows. He went over there.
No, they basically have like
2 Sbarros.
They have like a not a hotel, like an apartment that is not really where the Pope normally would stay, but like because Pope Francis took like a whole like vow of poverty or whatever, he stayed in the poor Pope house or whatever. Yeah,
poor Pope house. We got 2 houses. One a rich Pope, and one a poor Pope.
He just sleeps in the Pope mobile.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Francis was he actually changed the Pope mobile away from the bubble one because he felt like he wasn't connected to the people. He wanted to be part of the people, and you know what? Nobody tried to assassinate him.
He just had a bunch of glory holes and around it. He's like, "Hey, who wants to get the clothes? I do that." And I'm kidding. I'm so sorry.
All right, so are we done with the Pope stuff?
We are done with the Pope stuff. We're done with the episode.
The one thing before I want to close it out, I want to go watch Friendship with you guys. You mentioned it.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
It looks like one long episode of I think
you should leave.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
The trailer looks weird though because it's like, oh, well, let's go watch the new Marvel, and she's like, my ex-boyfriend invited me out to drinks, and I'm just like, bitch, like, really, bitch.
But it feels like I think you should leave mixed with The Room.
Yeah. Dude, I watched a movie that is room-worthy.
Yeah, okay, so you brought this up about you watching that new Weekend movie.
Obviously, boys know I'm a Weekend fan.
Yes, you are.
Right? And so it was the pre-release fan event, right, on last Wednesday. And so we went. Did y'all ever watch The Idol? The show that he came out with?
No, I refused to watch it.
It was fucking awful. It was so bad. Like the acting, the storyline, the filmography, everything was just horseshit. And I was like, dude learned his lesson. You know what I mean? He did The Idol. He fucked it up. Now he's coming out with a movie with a full album, which is essentially the soundtrack. This has got it going on. It was horseshit. It was so bad. I wanted to like it so much.
He had Jenna Ortega. I think everybody. I'm tired of Jenna Ortega now because she's in everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I would, yes, but I mean, she's in everything.
And then also the Irish guy from Saltburn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those are the 3 main characters essentially. But it's so, so bad.
I think the real star of the film was The Weeknd's veneers. because that's everything. That's the only thing everyone's talking about.
Yeah. There were parts that were okay. Don't get me wrong. Like there was some really cool, like the music. When at one point he kind of like the camera's following him on stage, you kind of get the feel like you are in the middle of a crowd because he's playing himself in the movie, which also pissed me off because then they're doing all these things. I'm like, okay, so you're just being you?
Is she supposed to be Selena Gomez or something?
No. But like, I don't know. It just seemed pretty like, it's very selfish. Like, what a dick. Like it was basically a movie about himself, by himself, with his music. Parts of it talk about his music and breaking down what the song meant. Like, it just seemed so like...
Just vanity. It's just vain. So
vanity. Vain as fuck. And like, I like him until like I'd lost a lot of love for him because of the movie, to be honest with you. But that would be a good drink till it's funny movie. And guess what? It won't be funny. The whole thing. It'll just be a drink movie.
You're just going to get drunk. Christy says she wants to see it too. Christy, I will extend the invite. If it's in Northeast Mall...
Hervey can stay home and take care of the kids.
Yeah, we need to do like a friendship movie.
We can definitely do that.
Invite everybody that listens to the podcast, all the friends, and
yeah, I'm gonna double check, but I believe it was. I believe I saw it playing at Northeast Mall.
That would be awesome because the only ones I saw were like fucking Dallas.
Same,
and that would suck.
Right. And then I jumped ahead to Monday, and I was like,
Northeast. I'm here. Yeah, I only looked at this weekend, so you're probably right. That would be great. I'm completely down.
Yeah, and it's Memorial Day.
Oh, shit. Oh, that might be rough.
Going to the moon?
No. I'm not going to the moon on Monday.
Going to the movie?
Our boy's got JD's got a thing. That's all
the crawfish
Yeah.
So
might not work, huh?
Maybe not Monday, but definitely next week I'm down.
If it's playing there, because I think it's not playing everywhere in every theater. That's the thing.
Let's figure it out.
Okay,
and we'll go watch Friendship together.
All right.
Catch us on social media. We'll see if anyone else wants to meet us up there.
We'll do a post and just say, hey, we're going to be here.
Yeah. Here at the time. Boom.
And I guess, shout out to George Wendt. He died today. I never saw Cheers.
Where'd he go?
He died.
He went
to hell. I mean, heaven. I don't know. So, cheers. Cheers to you, George.
I don't have a drink, but,
cheers.
Put up a cup.
And shout out to our caller today. That was fun.
Shout out, Maddox.
Appreciate you, Maddox. If you already do so, please make sure you follow us on all things social media at The Funky Panther. You can find it on thefunkypanther.com. Call, text, leave us a voicemail, 817-677-0408.
Christy, your mom can come to watch the movie, too.
Oh, she can come, all right.
She said bring the gummies. She'll bring the gummies. All right, stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm disappointed.
And we are The Funky Panther!
3 best friends that anyone can have always the
This episode is sponsored by Mega Meat Max. Because size matters, bro. Fellas, are you tired of disappointing stares? Sick of hearing, it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. As if that's ever actually made anyone feel better? Introducing Mega Meat Max, the only male enhancement supplement made from 100% USDA certified aggression. Clinically unproven, but spiritually undeniable. Boosts girth, confidence, and possibly your credit score. Guaranteed to make your shadow look impressive. Banned in 14 countries, including Florida. And for our Spanish-speaking hermanos out there, vatos, ya basta. Cansado de que te llamen el mini tamalito? ¿Te dicen que el chile no pica? No más. Con Mega Meat Max, tu chorizo se vuelve un chorizote. Este producto es tan potente que tu compa te va a pedir consejos y tu ex te va a mandar mensajes a las 2 de la mañana. But wait, there's more. Every order comes with a free pair of gray sweatpants to show off your new situation. Don't let genetics hold you back. Take control and become the human tripod you are meant to be. Mega Meat Max. Because life's too short for small talk. Use promo code GRANDEPAQUET at checkout and receive a complimentary confidence boost and a restraining order from your ex. Disclaimer. This is not a real ad, and Mega Meat Max is not a real product. But let's be honest, you wish it was. If you're a brand that appreciates this level of absurdity and want to sponsor the show, hit us up. We'll sell literally anything.